Welcome to today's Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled you're here because today we are exploring a city that holds a truly massive, surprising statistic on the world stage. We're looking at Pretoria, South Africa. It's a city of immense global power, but at the exact same time, it is a profound keeper of deep, deep human heritage. Okay, let's dive into this. Take a look at this number, 134. That is the staggering amount of foreign embassies and high commissions located right in Pretoria. It's an absolutely massive international footprint for just one city. But it begs the question, why are they all there? And how exactly do they function day to day? Today, we're unpacking exactly that. We'll be covering 1. A global diplomatic hub. 2. The executive capital. 3. Rebuilding the inner city. 4. Chronicling the nation's heritage. And finally, 5. Unity through diversity. Starting right off with Section 1, a global diplomatic hub. When we talk about global diplomacy, Pretoria is a total heavyweight. With those 134 embassies and high commissions we just mentioned, it boasts the second largest concentration of diplomatic missions in the entire world. To put that into perspective, the only city on Earth that surpasses it is Washington, D.C. That sheer scale puts Pretoria squarely at the center of international relations and global dialogue. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how this diplomatic machinery actually functions on the ground. While major economic hubs like Cape Town and Johannesburg host consulates, which mostly handle regional affairs and citizen services, Pretoria is the exclusive hub for embassies. Why? Well, embassies are designed for high-level statecraft. They have to anchor themselves right where the national leadership sits to get the real work done. Which brings us nicely to Section 2, the executive capital. So the crucial point we really need to understand is why Pretoria? It all comes down to its specific constitutional role. Pretoria is the executive capital of South Africa. That means it's the official seat of the executive branch of government, housing both the South African president and the national cabinet. For those 134 foreign missions to function effectively, they can't just be locating anywhere in the country. They literally must be right where executive power sits and daily state decisions are being made. You can actually see the physical footprint of this executive power etched right across the city skyline. We're talking about monumental, iconic structures here. Places like the historic Union Buildings, the Grand Palace of Justice, and Mahlamba Ndlopfu, which is the president's official residence. It's also home to the modern Oliver Tambo Building, housing the Department of International Relations and Cooperation. The built environment of the city powerfully projects its dominant role as a capital. Moving on to Section 3. Rebuilding the inner city. Let's shift gears and look at how this history translates into the city's actual urban reality. Historically, each successive regime in South Africa, from the colonial days straight through to the apartheid era, tried to completely erase what came before it. They used architecture and urban planning as weapons, imprinting their dominance directly onto Pretoria streets. The buildings and the layout themselves tell a really complex story of division and regime changes. But today, there is an active, ongoing effort to heal and improve that urban environment. Enter City of Tshwane. Now, this isn't just a cosmetic, surface-level makeover. It's a massive, strategic plan to modernize the inner city so the capital can support government needs without abandoning its historic center. It essentially ensures the city's infrastructure can effectively support modern administrative workflows for all those government departments. But all this urban planning brings up a really fascinating, deeply human issue. How exactly does a capital with such a fiercely divided past remember its history? How do you move forward and host the world's diplomats while still acknowledging the complex layers of history literally built into the concrete of your streets? And that profound question brings us to Section 4, chronicling the nation's heritage. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the staggering number, 3.6 billion. To answer how the city remembers, we look to Freedom Park. And Freedom Park doesn't just cover modern politics. It chronicles an incredible 3.6 billion years of the African continent's story. It acts as this massive, vital cultural institution dedicated entirely to holding on to memory. See, Freedom Park strives to accommodate all of the country's experiences into one coherent story. It takes visitors on a long, immersive walk starting from the very dawn of humanity, through pre-colonial times, into the painful colonial and apartheid eras, all the way up to the post-apartheid nation of today. It's an approach to history that refuses to erase the past, but rather layers it into a continuous, comprehensive narrative of liberation and heritage. Finally, Section 5, Unity through Diversity. This comprehensive approach to history is grounded in a truly beautiful philosophy. Just listen to the mission of Freedom Park. It is so profound. It aims to provide a pioneering and empowering heritage destination that challenges visitors to reflect upon our past, improve our present, and build on our future as a united nation. It's a powerful, highly intentional shift. The narrative of the city has officially moved away from historical erasure and dominance and firmly toward active reflection and national unity. And this mission is achieved through really clear, actionable objectives. Freedom Park advocates for inclusivity and tolerance. It actively archives and preserves South Africa's indigenous knowledge, which honestly is so crucial to hold on to in a rapidly modernizing capital city. It honors those who gave their lives for freedom, and ultimately it serves as a lasting symbol of unity through diversity. It acts as a deeply human anchor of community spirit, right smack in the middle of a bustling international bureaucratic hub. It absolutely proves that a city can look forward to the globe while remaining deeply rooted in its local soil. So as we wrap up our explainer today, I really want to leave you with this thought to ponder. As Pretoria continues to revitalize its inner city, how will its built environment continue to reflect its deeply complex past while simultaneously hosting the entire world? It's a city carefully balancing the immense, heavy weight of global diplomacy with the profound responsibility of local heritage. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I genuinely hope this changes how you view the physical shape of history. See you next time.